Live. Can't believe it. Hang on. No, this is right. I need to.
That's what I'm hearing. What the heck's this?
What's the beeping? Is it? I think it's a watermark on the song, so you have to pay for it.
That's really awful.
We've got some nice royalty-free Greek music for you. It's got a watermark on it, sadly.
Did we not hear that before?
I think it wasn't on the preview version. Come on, Jack, share it to He'll Be Deaf Ugly. Don't get distracted by this nice music.
Hang on. It's so awful. The beeping makes it a million times more awful.
Right, okay. Jack, have you shared it?
No. I'm loading up Facebook. Give me a sec.
Give me a sec. Come on.
Come on. It's almost there.
Oh, it's coming up with the live stream on YouTube and asking me if this is a good video recommendation for me.
Yes.
I'm going to say it's entertaining, useful, calming, informative, novel, and other. This is the content you want to see. Hello, welcome to the Vern Bar Quiz. If you're joining us at a later date, skip forward until the actual quiz starts. I recommend.
Okay. It's posted.
Great news. And do you want to share it to all of the lovely little channels?
Yes. Oh no.
Share.
I almost pressed sticker rather than share.
No. If you're joining us now, there's an international superstar in front of the show's face on screen, and also some relaxing music.
No, I can't anymore.
This is royalty-free music, but does have the occasional really loud beat.
It's the watermark.
Oh, there we go. It's over now.
Is that it?
Yeah, it's only like 1 minute long. It's royalty-free Greek music, and it's called Ouzo. Because of course it is.
Oh, it does speed up as well. Like, wait for it.
If no one tells us not to, we'll start every week like this.
You really can't tell when the beep's going to come. It really isn't.
No, it's a bit unpredictable like that. So you can't mute it in time.
You can come at any point.
What better way to have our Thanksgiving special?
Oh yeah, I guess it technically is our Thanksgiving special. So for all you people celebrating Thanksgiving out there, this one's for you.
This song.
This song's for you. The little numbers for you.
Oh, that's not very nice, to be fair. Also, I might stop this music now.
It's almost finished.
Oh, sorry. I'll let it play out. Hello to those of us watching already. Welcome to the Vern Bar Quiz. We'll be starting in about 5 minutes or so. Before we start, there's an international superstar and friend of the show on screen. Can you work out who it is? There's a little teaser for you. I've altered their face a bit.
Well, Hugh. What was I going to say? Something about Ouzo. Oh, I don't know. It was awful. I mean, how did we get on the topic of royalty-free music?
We wanted to have the classic song "Zorba the Greek" in the background.
Wait, no, it goes back even further than that. I was whistling. What is it called? Have a Navia?
Oh, the classic sort of stereotypical Jewish song that's like da 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 da. That one.
And then that reminded Hugo of Zorba the Greek music.
Zorba the Greek.
We came to Ouzo.
Similar sort of quite stressful song from the Mediterranean.
What? Yeah, I guess. So yeah, that's our train of thought. How would you feel, Hugo, about being a royalty-free musician? It's probably quite depressing, isn't it?
I don't know. There's certain Kevin MacLeod, certain fame in it.
Kevin MacLeod. Kevin MacLeod's Grand Designs man.
No. What's he called? Something McLeod.
Yeah.
Is it not Kevin? No, it's not Kevin McLeod.
McLeod's of Grand Designs and location, man.
Oh gosh, what's he called?
Actually, no, he's not the location man. Sorry, he's just the Grand Designs man.
It is Kevin. He's also called Kevin McLeod.
That's very confusing.
He's an American composer who composes royalty-free music, which is used in every YouTube video, like dum 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 ba dum ba dum ba dum dum bum. You know that one?
No.
Or what other ones are there? How
do you know off the top of your head?
They're both used quite often in the YouTube channel Dave Hacks.
Oh, I see. I wouldn't know. I'm sorry to say.
I presume they're both Kevin McLeod. What a musician. We will get started soon.
Kevin McLeod has composed over 2,000 pieces of royalty-free music and made them available under Creative Commons copyright license. So there you go. Kevin McLeod. What a man.
So true.
Right.
Did you share it everywhere?
Yeah. It's in all the places, I think. I was quite distracted by Uzo when I was sharing it, though, so maybe...
That's fair enough. Maybe everyone who normally joins decided to not join because of that.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Hello if you're joining us.
Right. Well, should we get started at 25-2?
Sounds
People
good.
normally join a couple, about 10 or 15 minutes late, from what I've noticed. So.
Blimmin' heck. How dare they?
No, it's fine. People can join when they want. Join when suits you.
Get a piece of paper ready and a pen or your notes app, however you normally do the answers. You'll be marking your own. We have some good rounds coming up for you today. In the background, my sister just commented, Hugo singing royalty-free music is why we get here early, I guess. Well, you know what? Your little
We're
treat
quite impressed.
Coming here.
Could you see yourself
extra royalty-free if I sing it?
Could you see yourself being a royalty-free musician in 10 years' time, Hugo? Do you think that's a realistic career path for you?
I don't think I'm good enough a musician.
What instrument would you play?
I am planning to charge royalties on my classic song, I Just Can't Love You, Be Jim.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear. So you won't be royalty-free then?
No, I'll be royalty heavy. I'm going to sing a load of songs about the Queen.
You should charge your royalties at a double rate.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like you can only listen to my music on a subscription service, which only gets you my music.
Like Tidal.
Is that how it works? Also,
No.
I guess that's just what buying an album is.
Arguably. Well, not a subscription though. You don't buy a subscription album.
What
kind of albums
you're gonna have to pay every week if you want my music.
That sounds like taxes. The Hugo tax.
Yeah, but you get public service for it, so.
Hey.
Zing, I guess. Well, it's true. Jack was in the background today.
It looks to me, to my untrained eye, that is the building of Christopher.
That is Christopher Building, Hillbead.
In Hillbead.
Hillbead are Durham College, for those of you
I assume that's another Street View shot, because I doubt that anyone's taken that picture of Christopher.
I also doubt there's that many blue bins which have the word Google on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
Right. Well, let's get through this bit. This international superstar friend of the show, of course, this time was no. Oh no! The Greek music starts. We're off to a flying start. Hang on, how do I turn it off? Okay.
You can't turn it off.
It wasn't Uzo. It was Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, I definitely couldn't tell that.
It's always either one or the other, isn't it? With me, Uzo or Jennifer Lopez. So let's make a start. It's the links round, Jack. I'm reading out the links round, but tell us how the links round works.
Yeah, sure. The links round works as follows. So we're going to give you 9 seemingly general knowledge questions. They look like they're general knowledge, and they are general knowledge. However, the answer to them is actually, there are 9 answers, and they're all linked in some way. And the 10th question is, what links those previous 9 answers? So what links those 9 answers that you're showing?
So there we go. 9 general knowledge questions, but all the answers have something in common. Question number 1. According to Spotify, what is the most listened to song by UB40? According to Spotify, what is the most listened to song by UB40?
I feel like surely only one is linkable out of all the ones that I could think of.
Well, we'll see.
I guess we will, Hugo.
I like to think it's not too difficult a link today, but if it is too difficult, I'm sorry. Maybe it is really difficult. If you don't have the link, if you don't get the link, then it's really difficult.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
Question number 2, I guess. Question number 2?
Yes, question number 2, please.
What is the second racecourse of the Mushroom Cup in Mario Kart Wii? The second racecourse of the Mushroom Cup in Mario Kart Wii.
Yeah, fun fact about Mario Kart, it's basically not depreciated in value at all. If you still go to CEX and try and pick up a Mario Kart Wii, it's still like 30 quid from CEX. Like, how do they manage?
Because everyone wants it.
Because everyone wants it. Because everyone wants it like all the time.
Oh, brilliant! Jack, do you already have the link?
Yeah, I do.
It's okay. All right. Question number 3. Which film musical had a screenplay co-written by Roald Dahl and was based on a book by Ian Fleming? Which film musical had a screenplay co-written by Roald Dahl and was based on a book by Ian Fleming? Seems like an unlikely combination.
It really is. One is known for one thing, and the other is known for something else.
Well, they're both arguably known for writing.
Oh, that's true. That's what links them. That's the link.
Oh, it's not the link though. However,
see, in our quizzes we have multiple links within links.
that's right. Question number 4. Which Egyptian was Secretary General of the United Nations between 1992 and 1996? Which Egyptian was Secretary General of the United Nations between 1992 and 1996?
So if you know your Secretary Generals of the United Nations, this might be the round for you.
And if you know all the Egyptians, that would help as well.
I guess potentially it might help. But yeah, maybe.
It's a big ask.
If you know your 1992 to 1996, you might be able to get that as well.
Yeah, if you're hot on 90s international politics, then you probably know this one. Question number 5. What relation to you is your mother's 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 mother? What relation to you is your mother's 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 mother?
I just realised that my housemates are watching this.
Are they?
I can hello. I can hear you through the wall.
Oh,
it's
great.
fine. It's very faintly. It's very entertaining.
Oh, I can't hear anything, so.
No, it's great.
I've got. Hang on. What happens if I press this? Can you hear that?
Yeah, it's Uzo again. Turn it off.
Okay, great news. Here's question number 6. Which 1998 music video game by Konami shares initials with the former name for East Germany? Which 1998 music video game by Konami shares initials with the former name for East Germany?
That was a good question.
So we're after the name of the video game. We're not after the name of East Germany. But I've asked it in a slightly confusing way. But you've got to make sure you know what the question's asking. That's a trick. That's a trick for quizzes and also for exams. I like this, that I can just go like this and then.
Stop! Please stop.
That's not royalty.
It must never see that day again.
Right. No, that didn't have the beeps in. Question number 7. Which Hungarian-American actress, prolific between the 1950s and 1970s, was known for her extravagant Hollywood lifestyle and marrying 9 different men? Which Hungarian-American actress, prolific between the 1950s and 1970s, was known for her extravagant Hollywood lifestyle and marrying 9 different men?
I think I know this one. If true, I might have not actually got the link.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tricky stuff.
I haven't been concentrating as much as I should have been this link, so that's probably my issue.
Question number 8. In which Black Eyed Peas song does Fergie utter the words, "I'm so 3008, you so 2000 and late"?
What?
In which Black Eyed Peas song, this is the second time quite recently we've asked about the lyrics of a Black Eyed Peas song, does Fergie utter the words, "I'm so 3008, you so 2000 and late"?
I can't. Oh, I mean, Fergie, what a wordsmith, if nothing else.
I'm not. She probably wrote it.
I'm pretty sure she writes all of her
I
stuff.
mean, I don't think whoever wrote those lines should be too proud. Actually, no, it is iconic.
Oh, that's the worst. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. Question number 9. Which sci-fi character was voted the 4th most hated movie character in an IMDb poll by user NoPantsBatman? Which sci-fi character was voted the 4th most hated movie character in an IMDb poll by user NoPantsBatman?
Is NoPantsBatman a prolific person? People that know
Yeah,
IMDb?
he's been like a regular contributor to IMDb since like 2013 or earlier.
Wow, long term. So maybe he's quite well known. So maybe if you're a fan of the IMDb community and you are well versed in its members, you might be able to know this one.
NoPantsBatman, if you're watching, you slipped under the radar. I'll tell you what. It has like 4,000 votes though, and obviously question number 10. What's the link?
What's the link? What could it be?
Between the first 9 answers? Like, let's run through those again.
Zoom it through.
According to Spotify, what's the most listened to song by UB40? Is it possibly? Question number 2. What is the second race course on the Mario Kart in Mario Kart Wii? Question number 3. Which film musical had a screenplay co-written by Roald Dahl and based on a book by Ian Fleming?
Why did it not
Question number 4. Sorry, Jack?
Why does it not beep anymore? I don't understand why it doesn't beep anymore.
Oh, it's because I'm playing it from the internet rather than from the download. Which Egyptian was the Secretary General of the United Nations between 1992 and 1996? Question number 5. What relation to you is your mother's 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 mother? Question number 6. Oh, that was...
What's this one?
Question number 6. Which 1998 music video game by Konami shares initials of the former name for East Germany? Question number 7. Which Hungarian-American actress, prolific between the 1950s and 1960s, was known for her extravagant Hollywood lifestyle and marrying 9 different men? Question number 8. In which Black Eyed Peas song does Fergie utter the words "I'm so 3008, you so 2008"? It's over soon, I'm sorry. Which sci-fi character was voted the 4th most hated character in an IMDb poll by Batman? And what's the link?
That was so chaotic.
That was quite. Let's not make this a regular thing. I think we had 3 people leave.
Not surprised. Good.
I can't blame them, to be fair. This is the next round.
Okay.
I promise I won't play it again.
Right. So what we are doing for the second round is a Monopoly word snake. So it is what it says on the tin. Really, it's a word snake related to Monopoly.
Do you want to explain what a word snake is?
A word snake is as follows. So a word snake is when you're given the answer and the last letter of one answer is the first letter of the next answer, and so on and so forth until the last letter of the last answer is the first letter of the first answer. That's a word snake.
And do you like the fact that this is by Kieran? Thank you very much, Kieran. How one of the icons is a snake, one of the little... Great stuff. Right, go ahead, Jack.
Question number 1. Which of the 4 stations on the standard UK Monopoly board was the busiest in 2017 to 2018? Which of the 4 stations on the standard UK Monopoly board was the busiest in 2017 to 2018? So hopefully you're very well versed in Monopoly. So this will hopefully get you through it. What are you watching? I can't hear you. Sorry?
The Greek music wasn't too loud. I was just having a little check.
Oh yeah, no, it wasn't too loud. I mean, I could tell, and it didn't seem too loud. All right, question number 2.
Question number 2. And reminder: the last letter of this one is the first letter of the next answer.
Question number 2. Which of the standard property squares on the standard UK Monopoly is the only one not to bear the name of a street? Which of the standard property squares on the standard UK Monopoly is the only one not to bear the name of a street? So give that some thought. If you know it, put it down. Have you... Sorry?
Yeah, just a little clarification. On this question, we mean busiest in real life. Not busiest on the board. I don't know how busiest on the board would work.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, cool. So yeah. Question number 3. You can pronounce that?
No, this one might bear a bit more thought. I don't know.
All right. Hugo, have you ever played Monopoly?
Am I good at it?
Yeah. Oh, have you ever played it?
Have I played it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I played the French edition quite recently.
Have you played the Ipswich edition?
No, have you played the Eden Project edition?
No. How many versions they made? That's ridiculous.
There's so many. Question number 3.
Which country's modern Monopoly game sets are based on a model designed by occupying Nazis who are displeased with the widespread use of British and American editions? Which country's modern Monopoly game sets are based on a model designed by occupying Nazis who are displeased with the widespread use of British and American editions? Huh. Learn something new every day, I guess.
And those asking for a Christmas quiz. The quizzes will be getting more Christmassy as the weeks go on. Don't you worry.
Come on, guys. There's at least, 3 more quizzes before Christmas?
It's not even December. It's not even Advent.
What is the Thursday nearest to Christmas? Not Christmas Eve, is it?
Yeah, Friday's Christmas. So.
Oh no.
I hope that's not a quiz question.
I mean, I hope it's what. We'll cross that bridge.
Question number 4.
Question 4. Short Fast, which appears in the original US edition, is based on a real tram line. What is a common name? What is a common American word for a tram appearing in the name of a 1947 Tennessee Williams play? Short Fast, which appears in the US edition, is based on a real tram line. What is a common American word for a tram appearing in the name of a 1947 Tennessee Williams play?
So maybe if you've never played Monopoly, you might be able to get something from this. Hopefully.
In your Tennessee Williams plays, then potentially. What was I going to say?
Oh, reminder, we're about 20 seconds ahead of you, or rather, we're on a 20-second delay. So we'll see your comments immediately, but you won't see our responses to your comments for another 20 seconds.
Yeah, that's a good point. What was I going to say about Christmas? Oh yeah, I have a feeling if we try and do a quiz on Christmas Eve, I don't think many people will be watching us. Arguably on Christmas Eve nights, people have things they are doing instead of the quiz for some reason, for whatever crazy reason that would be.
I'm gonna make a little alteration to one of them. I'm just gonna say that this one, question number 2, the answer we're after is not Mayfair. Arguably, Mayfair's not a street, but the answer is not Mayfair. It's a different one to that. Okay, hope that's all right. Where were we? Here? Yeah.
Yeah. Question number 5.
Question number 5.
In rival board game Cluedo, which of the standard 6 weapons is the only one classed as a firearm? In a rival board game Cluedo, which of the 6 standard weapons is the only one classed as a firearm?
Not even Monopoly related at all.
So yeah, I don't think Christmas Eve night is the one for the quiz, Hugo.
No, I think the one before that.
Yeah.
Wait.
Maybe.
Possibly, potentially, we'll see.
We'll see about it.
Right. Question number 6.
Question number 6. Which country's edition of Monopoly has Cutia Comunitati and Sansa cards? Which country's edition of Monopoly has Cutia Comunitati and Sansa cards?
I want to know why you struggle over the first word, but not the second. But not the second term.
Sansa.
Well, how come you know it's not Shansha? Hey, that's how Lord Baelish says it in Game of Thrones. Shansha. Oh, that's an old Game of Thrones meme. What a good time.
I don't. I'm sorry, Hugo. I've never seen Game of Thrones.
That's okay.
So have a look at that. Have a look at those 3 words. Is there anything about them that makes you think of a certain country? If so,
it's the name of a country rather than the name of a language we're after.
Yeah, country would be the one. All right. So give up some thought, and then if you're happy with your answer, we can go on to question number 7.
Question number 7.
The original US edition of Monopoly is based on which US city? The original US edition of Monopoly is based on which American city? American city. So give that some thought. Hugo, if you were going to play Monopoly, which one of those little kind of characters would you play as?
I'm always the wheelbarrow.
Really?
We've had another Game of Thrones reference is You Know Nothing, Jack Snow. Because your name is Jack Snow, because Rawdon means snow in Anglo-Saxon.
Wow, I never knew that. Thank you, Hugo.
Wow, look at that. What do you go for?
I don't know. I've only played with Monopoly once.
Wait, since when is there a cat?
Maybe this is the American version.
Also, I think they've added a T-Rex now, haven't they?
Oh, no way. Surely not.
No one look that up because you might get a secret answer.
Right.
Question number 8.
On the Durham edition of Monopoly, in which colour group would you find the property Gala Theatre and Cinema? On the Durham edition of Monopoly, in which colour group would you find the property Gala Theatre and Cinema?
What sort of, compared to everything else in Durham, where do you think this ranks? Is sort of the question. Do you think this is this the Old Kent Road and Whitehall of your lot, or is it perhaps going on for the other colours? You know.
Well, you mean good or bad? Do you mean like good or bad?
Is it is it going to be a cheap one or is it an expensive one? I asked the viewers at home.
Okay. I won't have much input into that because I don't really know how Monopoly works.
Also, have you never played Monopoly?
I played it once.
Did you say that already? Sorry, I wasn't distracted. You played it once?
I swear you already know that.
I think I did, but I blocked it out. Like how you've only ever been to McDonald's and ever.
I have been a couple of times. I've been there with you.
Yeah, true. That's what they all say. Question number 9.
Question number 9. Which now-defunct Leeds-based publisher held the rights to Monopoly in the UK and was acquired by Hasbro in 1994? Which now-defunct Leeds-based publisher held the rights to Monopoly in the UK and was acquired by Hasbro in 1994?
You can tell Kieran wrote this round.
What, because of Leeds-based publisher?
No, because he is a now-defunct Leeds-based publisher.
Now-defunct. Yeah, I guess. So
aren't we all defunct these days?
So if you're familiar with Hasbro's past business dealings and want to show off your knowledge, hopefully you know this answer and you can put it down.
Would you presumably? I think most people these days are quite in touch with what Hasbro's doing.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. It's good to keep your finger on the pulse. Question number 10.
1994 board game business pulse. Question number 10. Yeah.
C pictured the logo of a corporation founded by financier J.P. Morgan in 1901, which was criticised for its monopolistic practices. Which material do they produce? C pictured the logo of a corporation founded by financier J.P. Morgan in 1901, which was criticised for its monopolistic practices. Which material do they produce?
And reminder that the last letter of this one will be the first letter of the first answer.
So
this is sort of less and less related to the board game Monopoly, but we never said it was related to the board game Monopoly.
I mean, this is never a specialist round, so you never have to stick to any brief anyway.
Yeah, that's true. And because our specialist rounds are always so related to the topic.
Exactly.
Right, Jack, let's go on through them again.
All right. Which of the 4 stations is busiest in real life? Which of the standard property squares is the only one not to be a number of a street that isn't Mayfair? Question number 3. Which country fits the description here? Short Fast appears based on the tram line. What is a common name for a tram?
I will also say, just quickly, that this answer is a one-word name for the country.
Yeah, to keep that in mind. So yeah. Question number 4. Yeah, the tram in the Tennessee Williams play. What's it called? Which is classed the firearm out of the weapons in Cluedo? Which country has those cards in it as a Monopoly edition of it? The original US edition of Monopoly is based in which American city? Which colour group would you find the Gala Theatre in the Durham version of Monopoly? And which was bought by Hasbro in 1994 that made Monopoly in the first place? And what material did JP Morgan's company produce?
There we go. That was our Monopoly round. Thank you very much, Kieran. Up next, a classic Annabelle Hay round. It's famous last words.
Oh, yes.
We're going to... I've written a little disclaimer at the bottom. The Vern Bar Quiz was not present at the time of death of these famous people. All the last words in this round, therefore, are those popularly attributed and not necessarily their actual final utterances verbatim.
To be fair, after Perugate, you've got to put these things down.
Yeah, I do. So we're going to show you some famous last words and also the occupation of the person who said them and the year they died. And we want you to tell us who the person is. Annabelle, I will say this is directly to you that I think a couple of your questions were a bit too hard, so I've swapped them for other ones.
Surely not. Surely not Animal Hay round.
So you can help answer the 2 ones that you don't recognise. Huzzah! Question number 1. This is from an aristocrat who died in 1793. Pardon me, sir, I did not do it on purpose. An aristocrat who died in 1793. Pardon me, sir, I did not do it on purpose.
This should be, yeah, I like this round already. This is one of those ones that you have to give some thought to.
Also, the band in the background did a song called Famous Last Words.
Have they answered any of the questions?
Nope.
Isn't it My
Chemical Disco?
Yes. Thank you. Question number 2?
Question number 2. Oh, so that's me. A revolutionary who died in 1924 and said the famous last words, "Good dog."
Oh, of course. Famous
revolutionary in 1924 who said the famous last words, "Good dog." Also, I will say that some of these will have been translated into English, I presume.
Maybe not. Maybe they said them in English as well.
Who would have thought so?
Right, so yeah, if you know your revolutionaries, especially the ones that died in 1924, you're probably going to stand in good stead. And had a dog, even better.
Question number 3. Which mathematician who died in 212 BC said, "Do not disturb my circles"? Which mathematician who died in 212 BC said, "Do not disturb my circles"?
That was almost a very old mathematician, or a very young mathematician. Or neither of the two.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's already quite an old mathematician.
Yeah, arguably, but 2012 BC is slightly older.
Not in the grand scheme of things. Not in the grand scheme of the 3 billion years that the Earth has existed.
Good point, Hugo. Very good point.
Thanks. 5 billion, maybe. Maybe that's the sun. I don't know. Question number 4. Oh, it's me. Which writer who died in 1900 said, "This wallpaper and I are fighting a duel to the death. Either it goes or I do." Annabelle, you can join in on this one. Question number 4. Which writer who died in 1900 said, "This wallpaper and I are fighting a duel to the death. Either it goes or I do"?
As a bonus, Hugo, what was the quote you took out?
Oh, it was a classic quote, to be fair. It was the classic, "They couldn't shoot an elephant from this distance," said in a war, and then he was shot.
Which war?
I don't know, but it was quite early. I think it might have been American. I don't know.
Was it?
It was a very good quote, but I didn't think anyone was going to get the person who said it.
Who said it?
General someone, I don't know.
Sherman? Custer?
General Sedgefield.
Oh no, I don't know.
Which was a very good quote, so I'm glad you brought it up so I could mention it. Question number 5. This is from a polymath who died in 1519. "I've offended God and mankind because my work did not reach the quality it should have." I've offended God and mankind because my work did not reach the quality it should have.
Wow. This person's obviously very self-critical. So if you know any self-critical polymaths that died in 1519, this might be the one for you.
I like your suggestion. This might be a question for you. All the others for someone else. Leave them be.
Yeah.
But this one,
it's your time to shine.
If you had to answer one of the questions in this quiz, maybe it's this one.
Right. So get up to thought. Put something down.
Question number 4. 6. Question number 6. A philosopher who died in 1778. "This is no time to make new enemies." He said this on his deathbed, on their deathbed, while after being asked to renounce the devil. They said, "This is no time to make new enemies."
Wow, that's quite a statement. Surely these aren't all of their last words, because there's some pretty grand last words to be having.
There's pretty grandiose. I feel like they're famous things they said on their deathbed, not necessarily the actual last utterance they make.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Question number 7. A pharaoh who died in 30 BC said, "So here it is."
Surely. How do we know that?
I feel like not in English either.
Potentially not.
A pharaoh who died in 30 BC said, "So here it is." Wait, isn't it Wizard or was it Slade? Slade.
Slade.
Noddy Holder said, so here it is, because he was about to say Merry Christmas. Everybody's having fun.
He was so ahead of his time.
I didn't know he was a pharaoh in 30 BC though.
Yeah, that took me by surprise as well, to be fair.
Question number 8. Which UK Prime Minister died in 1965 and said, I'm so bored with it all? Which UK Prime Minister who died in 1965 said, I'm bored. He didn't say, I'm so bored with it all. He said, they said, I'm so bored with it all.
I think I know this one.
Do you?
Yeah, potentially. The other one's less so, but I think I might know this one. Only because I'm kind of matching it to the right kind of date. It's probably not right. So we love to see history round on the quiz. Hugo, you must especially like to see history round on the quiz, seeing that it's part of your degree.
Yeah, you'd thought. Yeah, I love it. It's a great time. I like historical people, but we mustn't err too much towards great man history, you know.
Very true.
Question number 9. Which queen who died in 1603 said, all of my possessions for a moment of time?
Oh.
All my possessions for a moment of time.
That's quite iconic.
My possessions for a moment of time.
That was very poignant, Hugo.
Thanks. I was going for that Shakespeare play.
Infamy, they've all got infamy.
What was that from again? That was from Carry On.
Yeah. Carry On Caesar, I'm pretty sure.
Right. They mentioned that on The Chase multiple times the other day. I watch The Chase these days a lot. Question number 10, Annabelle, you can also join in with this one. Which composer who died in 1827 after being bought 12 bottles of wine said, pity, pity, too late?
That's very melancholy.
Which composer who died in 1827 after being bought 12 bottles of wine said, pity, pity, too late?
I mean, yeah, 12 bottles of wine, that's not a cheap gift. I imagine composers and their friends probably weren't too short of money back in those days.
They might have been. I don't know. Sure of it is.
I guess it depends who the composer was.
I'm going to run through this again.
Let's go for it.
Which aristocrat who died in 1793 said, pardon me, sir, I did not do it on purpose? Question number 2. Which revolutionary who died in 1924 said, good dog? Which mathematician who died in 12... Why can't I say his number?
12
BC. 12 BC said, don't disturb my circles. Which writer who died in 1900 said, this wallpaper and I are fighting a duel to the death. Either it goes or I do. Question number 5. Which polymath in 1519 said, I've offended God and mankind because my work did not reach the quality it should have? Which philosopher in 1778 said, this is no time to make new enemies? Which pharaoh in 30 BC said, so here it is? Which UK Prime Minister in 1965 said, I'm bored with it all? Which queen in 1603 said, all my possessions for a moment of time? And which composer in 1827 said, pity, pity, too late?
Good stuff. Thank you, Annabelle, for that round.
I'll tell you what, our view count is fluctuating massively.
Why?
We've gone from, I think, just during the quiz, we've gone from about 4 to 15.
Good. Glad to hear it.
We've had 3 dislikes. I think it might have been because playing the Greek music.
Not surprised. I'm glad. Rightly dislike it.
I wonder how many dislikes it needs before it's just removed.
I don't think that's how it works, but sure.
Next round.
Yes.
It's about Peep Show. Jack, why are we having a round on Peep Show?
I think we're having a round on Peep Show because of the fact that last week the team with the best name basically chose this as their specialist round, so we wrote it for them, and here we are with a round on Peep Show. So hopefully you're watching, and hopefully you enjoy the round. So here we go.
And so if you get the best team name this week, you can pick a specialist round for next week or next time.
Question number 1. In what year did the first episode of Peep Show air? In what year did the first episode of Peep Show air?
Logical place to start, I suppose.
It's quite a good place to start, I'll give you that. Are you a fan of Peep Show, Hugo?
I am. For writing this round, I had to watch quite a lot of it.
Really?
But mainly just clips.
Yeah,
and mainly actually just looking at the Wikipedia page. So let's hope that's right.
I'm not as much of a fan. I just find it very hard to watch.
It's hard to watch more than one episode because it's just so painful.
Yeah.
Everything in it is so awkward.
Question number 2.
Question number 2.
Mark and Jez, the protagonists of Peep Show, met each other at which fictional university? It shares its name with a Devon town and an Ivy League college, a US Ivy League college. Mark and Jez, the protagonists of Peep Show, met each other at which fictional university? It shares its name with a Devon town and an Ivy League college.
I think we had a very similar question in a quiz we did with some friends earlier in lockdown 1. And so I sort of nabbed it from that. So thank you, Hugo, if you're watching. I think you wrote that one. Not me. That's my name as well.
Other Hugo. He might potentially be watching, yeah.
He might potentially be watching. Hello, Hugo, if you are watching. It's a special shout out. Of all the people in Jack's house, to Hugo.
Question number 3.
Question number 2. 3.
Mark's boss, Alan Johnson, is played by actor Paterson Joseph. Joseph also plays Lyndon Jones, an attractive IT guy in which hospital sitcom starring Tamsin Greig and Stephen Mangan. Mark's boss, Alan Johnson, is played by actor Paterson Joseph. Joseph also plays Lyndon Jones, an attractive IT guy in which hospital sitcom starring Tamsin Greig and Stephen Mangan.
Tamsin Greig, this is actually a true fact, is the mother of my third cousins.
Sorry. I was listening to our shout out to Hugo being listened to from behind. What's it say again?
Tamsin Greig is the mother of my third cousins.
Wow, does that mean you're blood related to her?
No, but I'm blood related to the father of her children.
Wow, that's
and her children, in fact.
What a claim to fame, Hugo. Right. Question number 4.
Question number 4.
Which love interest of Mark shares her name with a non-human from Harry Potter? Which love interest of Mark shares her name with a non-human from Harry Potter? Well, I guess it kind of is what it says on the tin there. You can't really do much with that other than answer the question.
What else do you do with questions sometimes?
I don't know. Reflect upon them. Read into them. Read around them.
Yeah, I suppose. All right. Question number 5.
Question number 5. Olivia Colman, who plays Sophie, has won international acting awards for her portrayal of 2 queens of England. Name both of these queens. I want both of them for 1 point. A singular point for both of those queens.
Very true. That's right.
Nothing more, nothing less. Well, if you don't get 2 of them, you will get less. You'll get 0. So answer wisely.
No halves. No half points. No half points unless we have a half point round.
Yes.
With a strict policy that unless we're giving half points, we never give half points.
You can always rely on us for easy to follow, clear rules. Question number 6.
Question number 6.
Complete the classic quote. You promised not to tell. Hitler promised not to invade blank, Jeremy. Welcome to the real world. Complete the classic quote. You promised not to tell. Hitler promised not to invade blank, Jeremy. Welcome to the real world.
A classic quote. And for some reason, our second reference to Nazi Germany in the quiz, and I think our last.
Potentially our last year. So for someone who's barely ever watched Peep Show, even I recognise this combo of people.
Surely. Right. Question number 7.
Question number 7. What is the first name of Mark's baby? He shares this name with a regular Match of the Day pundit and a former leader of the DUP. What is the first name of Mark's baby? He shares this name with a regular Match of the Day pundit and a former leader of the DUP. There you go. Who'd have thought we can, mix in a bit of Northern Irish politics, a bit of football as well, and a bit of Peep Show all in one question.
It's the perfect question. If
that's what you get on the Vern Bar Quiz, exactly.
Yeah, nowhere else. You don't get that on Bloomin' the one your uncle makes.
What?
I guess. I don't know. Imagine people's uncles make a quiz.
Yeah, I guess.
Question number 8.
Yep. Known for alcoholic snooker commentators and spoof game show Number Wang, Peep Show stars David Mitchell and Robert Webb also star in which sketch show? Exact wording. Known for alcoholic snooker commentators and spoof game show Number Wang, Peep Show stars David Mitchell and Robert Webb also star in which sketch show? Exact wording, please.
We want the exact wording of the name of this sketch show, please, for the point. If you get a word wrong, you don't get any points for this question. In this round, if you get a question wrong, you don't get any point. You don't get any points for the entire question.
That is shocking, Hugo.
I just accidentally made a tiny snail out of blue tack.
You're so artistic. I can't believe it.
Thanks. Oh, we'll come back to that later. Question number 9.
Mark, in a blind panic, adds lettuce, baked beans, and raw eggs to a pasta bake intended for a dinner party. To reassure him, Jez suggests the dish is probably from the cuisine of which Mediterranean country? Mark, in a blind panic, adds lettuce, baked beans, and raw eggs to a pasta bake intended for a dinner party. To reassure him, Jez suggests the dish is probably from the cuisine of which Mediterranean country? Oh, that's awful. Is that from the first episode?
No, it's from one of the later series, I think.
No. That's really awful. I'm going to say, go on a limb and say that's not a great combination to put in a pasta bake.
Binging with Babish has done a good video where he makes it on YouTube.
Is it nice?
No.
No. Doesn't surprise me. Also, how do they stay raw? I thought they.
Oh, they don't say he puts them in the pasta bacon at raw and then bakes it, but it's a bit grim. And question number 10. Get ready, Jack.
I'm ready. Question number 10. One popular Peep Show character is Super Hans, portrayed by Matt King. Hans was also the name of a German playwright and novelist, Hans Henny Jahn. An enthusiast for organ music. Jahn died in 1959, 3 months after the admission of Hawaii into the United States of America. Hawaii is also known for what form of celebration or feast, usually accompanied by entertainment. So there you think? That's some thought. What could it be? I have no idea.
Do you like the non sequitur that he's an enthusiast for organ music?
Oh yeah, it's completely irrelevant.
I was going to try and come back to it in like someone who's accompanied by music. Maybe he would have liked this, but I didn't. But that's fine. Here's the snail again if you missed it.
It's great. You're very proud of it, and I'm
really proud of it. Oh, I just dropped him. No, he's all hairy. Okay, question number 1.
Right, question number 1. So, what year does it air to begin with? Which university did they meet at? Who did this person also play? In what sitcom did they play it in? What sitcom was it? Anyway, yeah, there we go. I'm finding it really hard to get the Which lovely year? What are the Queens of England called that Olivia Colman plays?
If you struggle, you can just read out the question again.
Complete the classic quote that is there. What's the first name of Mark's baby? What is the name of their sketch show together? The exact wording, please. In a blind panic, what food did they make, which apparently came from what Mediterranean country? And you know the answer to this one, hopefully.
There we go. And that is the 4th round done. So that you know what's next.
I do, I think.
It's time for the wipeout. Jack, how's the wipeout work?
So the wipeout works as follows. So we're going to give you 10 general knowledge questions. They are properly general knowledge, completely general and random. However, there's a catch. The catch is the fact if you get one of them wrong, that's 0 for the entire round. So you can leave an answer out and not get any marks for it, but not drop all your other marks. But if you write something down and it's wrong, that's 0 marks for the whole round. So
right, there we go.
In your answers.
Let's go on without any further ado. Question number 1. What does the PDF file format stand for? What does the PDF file format stand for? PDF. What does it stand for?
PDF. One that is present in all of our lives, my life very much every day. But what does it mean? What does it stand for? Right. What's this film, Hugo? Life's a Jungle, Africa's
It's
Most
called Life's a
Wanted.
Jungle. I think it seems to be a mockbuster of various things, like probably predominantly Madagascar by the looks of things, but I'm not quite sure.
On IMDb, it's got 1.6 out of 10.
1.6 on IMDb. This film's got.
I don't think I've ever seen a rating that low.
Yeah, don't If you've not joined us before, the background isn't relevant to the quiz. It's just something we like to talk about. Question number 2. What is 6 factorial? Question number 2. What is 6 factorial? No calculators, please.
So the summary of the movie is: Pip thought he had it all: a pampered lifestyle, huge mansion, and adoring owners. That is until the Taylor family booked an African safari. Pip finds himself separated from his clan, which forces him to reluctantly adapt to a new way of life in the jungle. As he bridges the divide between feuding wildlife, he learns that caviar and manicures can never bring the same happiness as friendship.
That's quite a good plot. But
Yeah,
not executed in the right way, evidently.
Question number 3.
Question number 3. Which American writer and civil rights activist was born Maguerite Annie Johnson? Which American writer and civil rights activist was born Maguerite Annie Johnson?
Apparently, it's just very boring. That seems to.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
I've had such high hopes for Life's a Jungle. I like how it's called Life's a Jungle, like as if that's a phrase.
It's a jungle out there, Hugo.
Oh, you know what they say? Life's a jungle.
So, Common Sense Media call it a crude and unwatchable ripoff of the DreamWorks film Madagascar.
Yeah, I get that vibe. Okay, question number 4. Which of the following historical powers did not have land in common with its modern-day namesake? Is it the Mali Empire, the Ghana Empire, or the Kingdom of Zimbabwe? Which of the following historical powers did not have land in common with its modern-day namesake? A, the Mali Empire with Mali, B, the Ghana Empire with Ghana, or C, the Kingdom of Zimbabwe with Zimbabwe?
So I'm reading what parents need to know about the film, because this is what Common Sense Media is all about.
Yeah.
And the thing they've flagged, in one scene, 2 hyenas pull a prank on a sleeping dog by putting excrement on the dog's paw, then licking his nose so the dog smacks his face with the excrement. There are also shots of this same dog sitting on a toilet, as well as the dog burping to raucous applause from the animals around him. That's
incredibly crass. That's terrible. No wonder. That 1.4 or whatever it was generous. That's so crass. Question number 5. In which organ would one find the malleus, incus, and stapes? In which organ would one find the malleus, incus, and stapes?
You sure it's not pronounced stapes?
Oh, flip, you might be right. Yeah, stapes. Sorry, in which organ would one find the malleus, incus, and stapes?
Oh, sounds great. It does sound. It's all free on. It's on YouTube as well. The whole hour, 1 hour 40 minutes of it is all on YouTube for free. So.
I know what we're doing after this, Jack.
Absolutely not.
Question number 6. Question number 6. Christmas Day this year falls on a Friday. Which year was the most recent with a Friday Christmas Day? Before this one. Christmas Day this year falls on a Friday. Which year was the most recent with a Friday Christmas Day? So which was the most recent year where Christmas Day was on a Friday?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Sorry, I've gone into a rabbit hole. I'm reading about another film now that isn't Life's a Jungle.
I will say that for another week.
Yeah, I'll save it.
Let me know what it's called and I'll put it on the background next week.
Yeah, I'll send it to you now.
Question number 7. Which racing simulation game franchise released its first iteration for the PlayStation in 1997 and is set to release its 8th main series game in 2021 for the PlayStation 5? A reminder, if you get one question wrong, and if you've written down the answer for a question and it's wrong, for this round, you get 0 points for the entire Wipeout round. 1 question right equals 1 point. 2 question rights equals 2 points, obviously, what you'd imagine. Yeah.
Oh, that was just... I didn't send it to you an unusable thing. Hang on.
No, you didn't. That's okay, though.
That was a bit annoying of me. Here we go.
Question number 8. Which country holds the men's and women's Olympic records and the most Olympic medals in the long jump event? So I'm talking about everything's for long jump. Which country holds the men's and women's Olympic records and the most Olympic medals in the long jump event?
I sent you probably this time.
Oh, it looks incredible. Yeah, that's definitely going on the background soon.
You need to see who's in it as well. It's actually an all-star cast. Anyway, so
Definitely got
yeah,
Robbie
Life's
Coltrane
Jungle.
in.
I think Life's Jungle probably I wouldn't go and watch. Also, just because all of the animals look demonic, if nothing else, for nothing else than that.
I'll hold that up against them though. Question number 9. Which
That's
European island is now home to around 250 red-necked wallabies after 2 escaped from Curraghs Wildlife Park in the 1960s? Curraghs, don't know. Which European island is now home to around 250 red-necked wallabies after 2 escaped from Curraghs Wildlife Park in the 1960s?
Absolutely legendary. It's a legendary fact, this one.
It is a legendary fact, but do you know the European island?
Right, yeah. Have you ever seen a wallaby, Hugo?
I was really worried that was the answer to the question. You just gave it away. No, I have seen a wallaby. There are some wallabies near where my grandparents live.
I once saw a wallaby.
Is the way I'm going to say it.
I once saw a wallaby in Byzantium.
I see what you did there.
Hey.
I saw one on the left side of the road in Peru.
Hey.
Question number 10. Which British university shares its name with the former parliamentary constituency of Sir Nicholas Clegg? He's been knighted. Which British university shares its name with the former parliamentary constituency of Sir Nicholas Clegg?
Nicholas Clegg.
What a way to end the quiz. What a final question.
I don't think I've ever thought about calling him Nicholas before.
I'm going to run through those ones again. So question number 1, what does PDF stand for? Question number 2, what's 6 factorial? You show your workings if you need. Question number 3, which American writer and civil rights activist was born Maguerite Annie Johnson? Question number 4, which of these did not have land in common with its modern-day namesake? Tell you what, this was an incredibly difficult question to word. Mali, Ghana, or Zimbabwe. Question number 5, which organ would one find the Malleus, Incas, and Stapes? Question number 6, Christmas Day this year falls on a Friday. Which year was the most recent before now with the Friday Christmas? Question number 7, which racing simulation game released its first iteration for the PlayStation 1997 and is set to release its 8th main series game in 2021 for the PlayStation 5? Question number 8, which country holds the men's and women's Olympic records and the most Olympic medals in the long jump event? Question number 9, which European island is home to around 250 redneck wallabies after 2 escaped from Curraghs Wildlife Park in the 1960s? And question number 10, the final of the quiz, which British university shares its name with the former parliamentary constituency of Sir Nicholas Clegg? Jack, do you want to make that post?
No. Because it's not time. We haven't got the answers yet.
That's a good point. Don't do it yet. We're going through the answers first. So now we're going through the answers. Get a pen ready, maybe a different colour pen, and mark these. Here are the answers.
Here we go.
Nice save. So for the links round, Jack.
Question number 1 for links. The song, of course, by UB40 is Red Red Wine. Red Red Wine is the song there. A classic. The second race course of the Mushroom Cup is Moo Meadows.
Maybe you've got an idea what the link might be.
Potentially. Yeah, I had got this. Oh, of course. Yes. The film musical was Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Ian Fleming, the writer of James Bond, also wrote Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. What? It's mad.
It's an incredible fact. Question number 4, the Egyptian Secretary General was Boutros Ghali.
Boutros Ghali, friend of the show.
Yes. I mean, yes. Sure.
Hopefully.
The relationship to you is your mother's mother is your great-great-grandmother. So if you had a great-great-grandmother down there, then good job. The music video game is Dance Dance Revolution. Of course it is.
DDR was the German initialism used for East Germany.
The Hungarian-American actress is none other than Zsa Zsa Gabor.
Did you think it was someone else?
I did, yeah.
I think it was Marlene Dietrich.
I thought it was Elizabeth Taylor.
Yeah, true.
Question number 8 is, of course, Boom Boom Pow.
What a song. What a song.
The classic song Boom Boom Pow. The sci-fi character was Jar Jar Binks. Of course it was, yeah. And the link, well, I mean, the link is, of course, they start with the same word twice.
Or something that you probably got what the link was. If you got the link, you can have the point for this one. It doesn't have to be word like this. Just something about how they start with the same 2 words.
Good stuff.
Then we had a Monopoly word snake. Thank you, Kieran, once again. The 4 stations, the one with the busiest in 2017 to 18 was London Liverpool Street, or just Liverpool Street's fine. London Liverpool Street. Busy, busy, busy. Question number 2. The standard property squares. The only one not other than Mayfair is the Angel Islington. The Angel Islington is the answer to that one. It's quite hard to read these. Sorry, I didn't think about the font. It was Netherlands. The Netherlands, you normally say, but we asked for it without the, please. This is, of course, Streetcar Named Desire, of course, the play.
Of course.
The rival board game Cluedo is a revolver. It's a revolver. Classic. Revolver is a firearm. I'm the only one. This is, of course, the edition from Romania. Question number 7. The US edition is based on Atlantic City. Hopefully, if you got that Y, then you'll be able to get the colour, which is the yellows. The Gala Theatre and Cinema are in the yellows. Yellow is the answer. This is Waddington's. What's a fun one? And USS make steel. United States Steel, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess that sounds about right.
Famous last words.
Right, yeah, famous last words. So number 1, the aristocrat was Marie Antoinette. Pardon me, sir, I did not do it on purpose. Question number 2, the revolutionary was Vladimir Lenin. Good dog.
Lenin said good dog. I'm sure he had a lovely dog.
Question number 3, don't disturb my circles. Could have been none other than Archimedes.
That's so true.
For the writer in 1900, Oscar. I have a feeling it was Oscar Wilde. Yeah, Oscar Wilde. What a classic.
Yeah, he's got numerous famous last words. I think he had a busy last week because he wasn't quite sure when he was going to die, so he thought he'd say some pithy statements.
Incredible. The polymath in 1519 could be none other than Leonardo da Vinci, the classic polymath around at that time. Question number 6, philosopher was Voltaire. Yeah, nice. 7, Pharaoh, 30 BC was, of course, Cleopatra.
Last Pharaoh, I think, probably.
Was the last Pharaoh.
That's what. Yeah, because the Carry On film is Carry On Cleo.
What? Not
the Carry On film where he says, "Is infamy, yeah."
I thought that was the Caesar. I thought Julius Caesar says that.
Yeah, but it's from Carry On Cleo.
I thought. Oh, fair, nice.
I think Mark Antony says it. I only know this from watching The Chase.
I'm bored with all. Winston Churchill could be none other. Queen was Elizabeth I.
You didn't even need to wait for it to look at it.
Wow. Question number 10. The composer was
Ludwig. Sorry,
Ludwig van Beethoven.
Not Ludwig. You haven't put Ludwig. Ludwig.
There we go.
Our Peep Show round. The first episode of Peep Show aired in 2003. Hopefully. Question number 3. They went to Dartmouth University. Not real, but that's where they went because they're not real. Tamsin Gregg and Stephen Mangan star in Green Wing. Green Wing, not very well known, has a ridiculously all-star cast. Also got Olivia Colman in it.
And I've never heard of it.
Also got the landlord from Plebs. It's also got loads of people in. So look up who's in it. Might interest you. Question number 4. It's also on Channel 4, but it's all right. It's Dobby. Dobby, the answer to this one. Of course, the house elf and Dobby. Olivia Colman played, we need both of these, Queen Anne and Queen Elizabeth II. Queen Anne in The Favourite and Queen Elizabeth II in, of course, The Crown. She won an Oscar for the former and a Golden Globe for the latter. Wow. Question 6. Hitler promised not to invade. Czechoslovakia is the answer. We need Czechoslovakia. Mark's baby is called Ian. Of course, sharing a name with Ian Wright, the pundit, and Ian Paisley, the former leader of the DUP.
Of course.
Question number 8. Number Wang and Alcoholic Snooker commentators are in That Mitchell and Webb Look. We need all the word. That Mitchell and Webb Look.
Nice.
Mark and Blind Panic. They make this horrible thing, and then Jez says, maybe it's Moroccan? Yeah, it's Moroccan. Anything goes in Morocco. So the answer is Morocco, or Moroccan you can have as well. And of course, this is Luau.
Oh, look at that.
Then we had our wipeout round.
The wipeout round is, of course, PDF stands for portable document format.
Not portable document file.
No,
portable document format. If you got that wrong, you wiped out, I'm afraid.
Question number 2. 6 factorial is 720. Hopefully you got that one. Question number 3. The American writer and civil rights activist was Maya Angelou. Question number 4. Which of the following historical powers did not have land? The Ghana Empire.
Mali had a bit of Mali in it. Zimbabwe basically was where Zimbabwe is. And the Ghana Empire was in West Africa, but didn't quite hit modern day Ghana.
Huh, that's a very good fact.
The people of what was formerly known as the Gold Coast decided, let's name it after a classic African empire.
Nice, I like that. Okay, question number 5. The organ is the ear.
Of course, the hammer, anvil, and stirrup.
Oh yeah, classic. Christmas Day falls on a Friday. 2015 was the last Christmas Day with a Friday in it.
Well done if you got that. I can never get my head around that sort of thing.
Question number 7. The racing simulation game franchise is, of course, Gran Turismo. If you have a PlayStation, you might know this one more likely.
Spanish for great tourism, I guess.
Yay. Question number 8. That is, of course, United States.
United States, yeah.
United States. Question number 9. The island can be none other than the Isle of Man. The Isle of Man where the Wallabies live. And question number 10. The British University is none other than Sheffield Hallam.
Sheffield Hallam. We need both words. You can't just have Sheffield. It has to be Sheffield Hallam.
Sheffield Hallam. So make sure you got that one down. And when you do, you're done. You got all your marks. So I'm going to put out a post. And then scores and team names below ! Exclamation mark. No, turn off. Turn off. Turn off. We'll get more dislikes if you keep it on. You want that, Hugo? None of us want that. Turn it off. Anyway. That's posting.
Brilliant.
So put your comments, put your scores and your team names in the comments below that.
So while we're doing this next bit, what we want you to do, please, is go to Hillbead SRC Facebook page, the Facebook page called Hillbead SRC. Jack's just made a post, so comment your score and your team name. And if you win best team name, then you can pick a round for next time. And if you win, then you win a mystery prize this time. So it's all to play for. So while we're doing this absolute rubbish chat, you can do that, please. That'll be very handy. But now it's time for Are You Smarter Than a Social Set?
Oh, my favourite time of the week.
The time of the week where I think you'll do well this week. I do.
Hopefully.
The time where I ask Jack 5 questions because Jack always says, I'm the cleverest man in the world.
No, I don't. I've never said that. I never say that. I promise you I never say that.
Maybe not word for word, but...
No, not true.
And if you at home manage to get more right than Jack, then you are officially smarter than Social Sec. So let's see how it goes. So Jack, today I thought it would be appropriate to do it about tears.
Tears? As in like crying?
We'll see.
Okay.
Question number 1. What is the most listened to song by Tears for Fears?
Probably Everybody Wants to Rule the World.
Let's see. I'm writing down your answers. Right. Question number 2. On Claypath is a restaurant called Tia's.
Yeah.
What sort of cuisine does it specialize in?
Mexican.
You're saying Mexican? Okay. Question number 3. What lockdown tier is Colchester going to be in?
Tier 2.
Tier 2. Okay. Question number 4. Thierry Henry. Footballer Thierry Henry now manages a club in which country? A football club in which country?
Oh, USA probably. No, actually, probably like China.
What are you saying?
China.
Okay. And question number 5. Humans tend to have 2 ears. Tears? 2 ears?
Okay.
Yeah, you happy with that link?
Sure.
Sorry, how many ears does a snail have?
2.
Including ear canals.
2.
2. Right, let's have a look. See how it's done. You said Everybody Wants to Rule the World was the most listened to song by Tears for Fears. That is correct.
Woohoo!
Tiers, I'm afraid. It says it very clearly on it. I'm sure you walk past it all the time. Mexican and Mediterranean cuisine.
Oh, come on.
You can't have that. It was Mexican and Mediterranean. It says it right there.
I feel like I get half a point for that. Can you give me half a
Absolutely
point?
not. We don't get half points here. Lockdown. Colchester is going into tier 2. Nicely done. The high tier.
Yeah.
Thierry Henry now manages. I think they're called Montreal Rapids.
Oh, Canada.
Montreal Impact in Canada, which is a bit of a rogue one. Hadn't really thought about Canadian football. And humans don't have 2 ears. Snails have 0 ears.
Ah.
0 ears. So that is a solid. No, it's a solid 2. You've done well.
Yeah, 2's all right. 2's I'm happy with 2.
Also, I gave you a bit of a harsh ruling on tiers, but
I feel like I get 2.5 there. 50%.
Well, Jack thinks he's got 2.5, but we know he's really got 2. Oh no, you can have 2.5. That's fine. You can have 2.5.
Yes.
So if you've got more than 2.5, then you are officially smarter than the social sec. But now it's time for the all-important results. So let's have a look at how things are ticking along. Tickety-boo, ticking along.
No, please. This music's gonna haunt my nightmares.
Royalty-free Greek music.
All right.
Well, you're not meant to be looking, Jack.
I'm not looking. I promise.
Right. Oh, okay.
We got with bated breath.
Okay, I might have to explain some of the Peep Show references for you.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Let's see what we got. Oh. Okay. Okay. I think I've got my team names for you to choose between. We've got some good ones this week, or good
I'm
across
excited.
the board. So no shame on you if you didn't get it. So I'm gonna go for 41 points, Jeremy. That's insane because they got 41 points. The team who said that.
Yeah.
A reference to 4-9, Jeremy. That's insane. I like the link to Monopoly and Peep Show. A chance would be a fine thing.
Yep.
And honourable mention to Jar Jar Stinks. Plain and simple, it is what it is. And this quiz is so good. So good. So good.
That is so difficult. So I can't choose Jar Jar Stinks because it's honourable mention. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, you can choose Jar Jar Stinks if you like.
No, I'm not going to. I think I'm stuck between the one that included Monopoly and Peep Show.
Chance would be a fine thing.
That's pretty good. But also, I really like the Uzo one. What was the Uzo one again?
This quiz is Uzo good.
Oh, I'm have to go with that. I love it. I'm a bit of a sucker for an Uzo pun.
Looks like my brother comes closer yet again to being able to choose a specialist round, but alas, it's the winner is Annabelle's team. This quiz is Uzo good, and you get to pick a specialist round for next week.
Great news. Great times. So who are the winners, Hugo? Who are the winners this week?
The winners, with a very strong score of 41, is 41 points, Jeremy. That's insane. So very well done. Now, so here's your prize coming up. That team. It is. Hang on, I'm just keeping my eye on it. Okay. Jack, are you familiar with the American festival Thanksgiving?
Yes, potentially I am.
There's quite often people like a children's classic Thanksgiving activity is to make a turkey out of your hand.
Okay, this is what you tried to do.
So here are some examples of these so-called hand turkeys. Very nice. You draw your hand and then you make it into a turkey. Are you a fan?
I'm quite a big fan, yeah.
That's a bit of an underwhelming prize, sorry. Oh, wait, but there's more. I thought, why not make our very own Vern Bar Quiz special hand turkey? Here it is. Jack Rawdon as a turkey.
Oh my God. It's awful.
It's got your trademark Aaron jumper.
Why? Why have I got green tail? Why have I got green tail?
Oh, I did geography colours, I thought.
Oh yeah, no, I like it, to be fair. I mean, there we go.
So very well done to the winners who've won this amazing prize. The special round next week is Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Oh, exciting!
So look forward to that.
Why is it on squared paper?
Ah, because that's what I had on the kitchen table.
Yeah, I guess.
I think it's a good likeness. It's got your pointy beak.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, so next week's that's it from us for the quiz, really. Very well done to the winners. You won this. If you send me your address, I can post you this if you like. And there we go. Thank you very much for watching. That's been the Vern Bar Quiz.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I guess we'll see you next week for another installment. Have a great one.